So hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to Talk It Up Tuesday. Today is a little different. I am in a different setting. My kids are in the back. It is a doctor visit day. I gotta go to 2 doctor's visits, so I'm gonna have to do this video in the car, but I am determined. That's how determined I am to put up this content for y'all. Okay, so I just want to give you a heads up about that. But what I wanted to discuss with you all today is, I got the winner down. We're at the post office. So what I wanted to discuss with you all today is about, I'm in the state of Pennsylvania. There is a county, and I actually had the whole story set up. I was supposed to do this video last night. So I actually had like all of my notes, all my information, my research and everything set up so I could just give it to y'all. But by me being in the car and deciding to do the video last minute in the car, I don't have like all of my facts together. But basically there's a county in Pennsylvania that is owed that's like $22,000 in debt because of lunch, because kids at this school, and I'm going to, when I get home excuse me, when I get time to edit, I'll put the names and everything on the screen so you can see. But there's this school in this county in Pennsylvania, and they are $22,000 in lunch debt. And basically, because this has happened and they are trying to put a stop to it and force these parents to pay this amount of money for this lunch, they have decided that, well, actually the letters were sent home to the parents, that they will put these kids in foster care if their parents do not pay off their lunch debt. What? I first heard the news on, I think, CBS News, one of our news channels. I was talking to my mom. I went to her house and I was talking to her. She had the news on, and so they were discussing it. It's so loud. So when I went to her house, they were actually discussing this story on the news, and then I watched, Get Ready With Me news on Random Structure TV, and he was talking about it as well. But I just think it's absurd. Like, I'm sure if you haven't heard it, y'all probably have, though, because CNN even covered the story as well. It's a mess. It's ridiculous. I feel like there's other ways around it. There's other things that they could have done. And so the actual, what we call social services, like CPS, the people that come in and check the homes and the well-being of the kids, the director or manager or whoever that is over that, I was reading some of her comments that she had to say about it, and she said she was blindsided by the letters. She said she definitely doesn't have any intention of breaking up any homes, and she just said that she felt like the letter was kind of like, just threatening the family by kind of like using social services to threaten the families. Like, she's not in agreement with it at all, and I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I just think that's mad crazy. When I went to school, I had to pay for lunch as well. And so upon my knowledge, kids that pay for lunch are probably kids that come from families that, not rich families, but not low income, good enough to where they was charging me for lunch. And then they had like reduced lunch, and then they had like regular lunch, and we had to pay for breakfast and all of that. But I knew it was because of the fact that my mom, obviously, they send out these lunch forms at the beginning of the year. They want to know the income of the house, and that's how they go about it. So I was first like, well, if these kids are paying for lunch, then maybe their parents can afford the lunch. But as I was doing my research, it also said that a lot of those families' income had dropped dramatically from the year before. So, that's life, though. People work, they lose their jobs, things happen. But I just think it's really ridiculous that, they make kids go to school. It's the law for kids to go to school. And that's great, because you probably do have some parents that if it wasn't a law, they wouldn't wake up in the morning and get their kids ready for school. They maybe wouldn't even care. But then you have those type of parents that send their kids to school just to get them out the house. Like, maybe it's like a daycare thing for them as well. But for the benefit of the child, at least they are somewhere where they can learn, and increase their knowledge. So whether the parents send them to school for babysitting or not, it's still going to be beneficial to them. But My thing is, if it's the law for the kids to go to school, then it definitely should be the law for them to feed those kids. Because if they were at home, they would be eating. They would be eating. So I understand that, you know, that has to be paid, I guess, you know what I'm saying, they gotta find some way to pay it off. But there's also, like, upon my research, there were other states that came across that problem as well. There was even one company that paid off like over half of the debt at this one particular school. There was even a lunch lady that worked in a cafeteria that was saying how she was fired from her job because she let a child basically get lunch and he was supposed to pay for it, and she said it was $8. And she said she knew that he would pay the $8, but they terminated her for this. I just never thought this would be like a story, like something serious. I think it's really ridiculous. Now, I know in the state of South Carolina, where I'm from, I don't live there now, but my mom works there as a teacher, and she says that all of the kids, all of their lunch is free in the state of South Carolina. So maybe some of these other states need to adopt, you know, or take in or try some of these other methods, because kids gotta eat. They're hungry. And you putting the kids in foster care because they can't afford lunch, or they're not paying for lunch, or whatever the case is. How is that fixing the problem? How is that fixing the problem? Okay, you take the kids, you put them in foster care. The parents don't have the kids. The kids probably emotionally disturbed at that time because they're taken away from their family. And if the parents don't have the money, they still not going to pay the debt. So I don't understand the resolution. Like the director was saying over the social service there, it's basically a threat. And it's just unnecessary. It really is. So I don't know what they're going to do about it. But this story dropped on Sunday. Y'all already know today's Tuesday. So I'm just really going to try to keep up with it and see what the outcome of this situation is going to be, because I just really don't even see them doing that. I just don't see that happening. And it's not the kids' fault. So why should they be taken from their family, you know, for the lack of their parents, you know, the lack thereof, you know, with the parents. So I don't know, y'all. Just comment down below. Tell me what y'all think about this situation, your opinions, you know, your thoughts, because 2019 is getting crazy and 2020 is gonna be crazier. Watch what I tell you. But, you know, that's all I gotta say about it. I have so many other things I want to talk to you about. I got some things personally going on in my life that I'm sure y'all can relate to that I want to discuss. But, you know, because of the timing, because of the setting, I'm just going to end this video right here. But please let me know. This dude. But please let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are, what you think about it. And I'm going to be trying to... Okay, fire truck. But in the meantime, I'm going to be getting y'all Throwback Thursday ready. I apologize for last week. I had one ready. I tried to upload it. Some technical problems happened. It didn't upload. And I don't know. So the video is already done. It just needs to be posted. So y'all look out for that Thursday. I appreciate all the love and support and your time. Thank you. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.